Hey guys, I want to walk you through how we prepare our shrimp. I'm here today with Chef Willie.
Hello.
Let's get started. Let me show you our setup here. First of all, we've got a pot of boiling water. Always boil water with a cover on. It's a little bit more energy efficient. It makes the water boil off a little bit faster. Next up here, we've got some salt and a tablespoon. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of salt to a pot this size. Now, always remember, general rule when you're boiling water, you don't add salt to cold water. That just settles to the bottom and pits the pan. So instead you wait for the water to get to a rolling boil, and then you put the salt in. Then I've got my iPhone here. I'm just using that as a timer. I'm going to time off about 3 minutes or so. And then I've got an ice bath. That's just ice and water with a slotted spoon in a third pan. Very simple. Then back over here, we've got a third pan for our final shrimp. A little spoon to stir it up with. And then I've got our spices, black pepper and salt, some red pepper, some lemons, and some of our garlic oil. Very, very, very simple process. All right, let's start with our shrimp here. Let me just explain to you what we're getting. We're buying the peeled, deveined shrimp. We like to buy the ones that are individually quick frozen. And what that does for us is it allows us to skip the thawing process. If they were frozen in a big block, you'd really have to thaw them out before you put them in the boiling water. Otherwise, it wouldn't come out even, but because they're individually frozen, you can just toss them right in. We like to buy the ones that are 16 to 20 count. So if you don't know how shrimp are measured as in count per pound. So if you look over here at the ones that are labeled 6 to 8, that means you can only get 6 or 8 huge shrimp in a whole pound. In contrast, the other side, you have tiny shrimp, you need 100 to make up a whole pound. So we like to buy the ones that are in the middle here, that are kind of jumbo shrimp. We like the 16 to 20. Today we're using ones that are slightly smaller at 21 to 25. Sometimes that's a supply issue, but either one is okay for us. So what we're going to do now, very simple, we're just going to take our shrimp, and we're going to take our pot off our boiling water. We're going to add salt to it. So a good tablespoon of salt. There you go. Sprinkle that around. I'm going to turn the heat way up on this because once these frozen shrimp go in there, it's going to bring the temp of that water down. Just going to pour them in. Now you have to obviously consult your par sheet to see how much you're doing. We're just doing a handful today. And that's it. We cover them. We leave them at the highest temperature. We get our timer started. And we go about 3 minutes. And that's it. We're good to go. Come back and see you in a few minutes. Okay, guys, it's go time on our shrimp. Using a slotted spoon. Now, we've stirred these up a couple of times just to make sure the heat's evenly distributed. But now we're using the slotted spoon, and we're going right into our ice bath. Couple of escapees in there.
And we're done.
Okay, we got them all out. Give it a stir a little bit. And we're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes now. But you want to come back every once in a while and give it a stir. They will actually cool off a lot faster if you do stir it here and there. But we're going to wait about 5 minutes and we're going to come on back. Okay, we're about to finish the last phase here. The ice has been cooling for about 5 minutes. Chef Willie's going to put on a nice clean glove. And we're actually going to split these shrimp. I know before we said we're going to use a third pan, but we decided to split them into 2 6s to show you 2 of our recipes. The house salad's going to take the whole shrimp, whereas as a topping for the pizza, we're going to take the shrimp and we're going to pull off the tails and we're going to chop them into a few pieces. Just about 4 or 5 pieces. A rough chop. Let's take a look. So first he's going to show you how he pulls the tail off. So tell us how you do that, Willie.
Okay, I grab the shrimp in one hand, and I go right down to the edge of the tail, right where the fin starts, and I just give it a nice firm squeeze, and it'll pop right out. It'll give. It's very easy to do.
Great. So we're just going to do a few here for demonstration purposes. And now all the tails have been removed. We're just going to chop them into about half-inch chunks. Probably about 4 cuts, maybe 5 pieces per shrimp. But it does depend on the shrimp. Remember, these ones are a little smaller than the ones we usually buy. But you can get a sense of the size here. These are going to look great on the pie. Great. Now these go in a nice 6-pan. Now we're going to spice them up a little bit. Spice for the 2 samples are the same except for the lemon. The lemon's going to go great on the house salad, but on the topping for the pizza it might not work. Some of the pizzas might have red sauce on them and the lemon would just clash. So he's lemoning up the house salad ones. And now for the remaining 2 batches, it's actually the same. So we're going to put a little bit of garlic oil in each one, and actually some nice big hunks of garlic as well. Then salt. Don't be shy on the salt. And some black pepper. And a little bit of red chili flake. And that's it. Give meat a stir. And that's it. These are ready to go on the line. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.